Season 2, Episode 16, In-Depth Conversation. Gee, I wonder what that could be.
I
I am joined,
wonder.
yes, as always, Michelle, you're here. As
Yeah.
always, we are ready to go. With that
Ready to
title
go.
of the show, we know what's coming. We know what's coming.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this because, frankly, in the past, I don't know how many years this has been going on, Johnny Depp has looked like the the jackass in this. But
Yeah.
is that the
Mm.
facts or is it not? So with that, we're gonna go right into the headlines and right into Johnny Depp news.
Yes, in the Washington Post said in VA court, Depp fans clamor for seats. Alpacas must wait outside. Spectators assemble early each morning to get a coveted wristband to watch testimony in the continuous Johnny Depp and Amber Heard defamation trial. Most are there to support him, but not all. The scene outside the Depp Heard trial, entering its third week on Monday, has transformed the Fairfax County Court complex from a place where Northern Virginia residents contest parking tickets to the stage for one of the biggest celebrity court cases in recent memory. The area has seen its share of high profile cases, but a trial involving one of the world's most famous movie stars has brought it with a slight whiff of surreal. Depp 58 is suing his ex-wife Amber Heard, which everyone knows, 36, for $50 million for an opinion in the Washington Post. Now, in the Washington Post in 2018, Amber Heard said she become a public figure representing domestic abuse. Though she did not name Johnny Depp, she had filed for divorce in a restraining order against him 2 years prior, alleging he physically assaulted her. Depp has denied all claims of abuse and said the act caused irreparable damage to his career. Now, he denied all the claims, and Amber Heard countersued Depp after Depp's lawyer said Heard's allegations were a hoax. Heard countersued for $100 million for defamation. Andrea Diaz of Lorton, Virginia, is a Johnny Depp fan and arrives every morning with two alpacas. She has been watching his defamation trial against his ex-wife Amber Heard and thinks it's really messed up. Andrea Diaz started business during the coronavirus pandemic where she brings alpacas to kids' houses to raise the spirits. I thought the alpacas might brighten Johnny Depp day. And that is celebrity news.
It's interesting because is there any facts that have been revealed on really who's the one that's been abusing the other? Because I've been
They
hearing a
haven't.
lot. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot that Johnny Depp is in the right.
That he's in the right.
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, it's hearsay, but you know, evidence says it all. So if there's evidence and if there's someone around, they can prove their cases on both sides, then we'll see who's
Yeah, I
telling
mean
the truth.
this is a landmark case, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, we're talking that this can set a precedent for Hollywood for many years to come.
Oh yeah.
And I think there's wrong on both parties.
It's
you
messy.
know, and
It's a
and
messy
it's
thing.
like, and they're both going through these things and they're just totally ignoring that there are kids involved in this. they're not like 4, but it's been going on
Um,
since about then.
yeah, it's
And
sad.
it's just making it more ugly and more drawn out and putting people in the crosshairs that shouldn't be in the crosshairs. And to be honest with
Yeah.
you, I think they should both drop it, move on.
Well, it's easier said than done. I
It
guess
is.
it's they must
It
have
is.
their reasons, we're talking abuse here.
Yep.
Everyone's involved with their business now. So I don't think it's necessary that they should televise it, but that's how it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just making it difficult for so many people that are involved. Whether it's family, friends, um, business associates, co-actors. They're all stuck in the middle of all of this.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
if they get called in to testify, and that could very well happen to a lot of people,
Oh
because
yeah.
the more they're going to want to express what the other person has done wrong, the more they're going to want to bring in witnesses, and then those witnesses are going to have to you know battle
Side.
each other, and they could be friends with both, and that's not good.
Yeah, it's gonna be awkward. You gotta
Yep.
side with one and not on
Yep.
the
And
other.
then when it's all said and done, they're not going to get many jobs in Hollywood because nobody wants to deal with that kind of a drama.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. And, you know, whether you like Johnny Depp or not as an actor, I think he's had some good roles. I don't think all of them are all that good. But, like you can't have Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp. I mean, when
Yeah.
you really think about it, that's about his number one thing he's got going for him.
Yeah.
So I
Wow.
don't know, and I don't know if it's hurt him for roles as much as he thinks it does. He plays a lot of weird roles,
Yeah.
and I don't remember him being out of work very long. You
Right.
know, like if you
Yeah.
if you want to criticize where you might have went wrong, it might have been Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, because that was terrible. That
Right.
was terrible. So you might want to look at that role as what might have cost you lots of other roles down the road. But
Yeah.
that was great news. I haven't really followed it. I've been just going by what people are saying.
I
And
haven't either. I know it's
and I
interesting.
don't I don't know. And like people are telling me one thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, really? It's like he's the good guy in this. I don't know about that. I don't
Yeah.
know about that. So after it's all said and done, it'll be made into a TV movie. So I'm sure sure that'll be
Right.
out next year.
A TV movie's coming, yeah.
Yep, yep,
A drama series, something.
yeah. And they'll get some young kid actor to play Johnny Depp. You know, you know Robert Pattinson's pretty young. Maybe he can do it. Or Taylor Lautner from Twilight, or whatever his name is. You know. So there's a lot of young actors that can play the part, I'm sure. So,
Oh
um,
yeah.
so that is celebrity news. Also, the headline news. We have some animal news, and I cannot wait for the animal news, because let's face it. If you've been here
Yes.
watching this show, you know what the animal news does. You
Oh
know, you
yes,
know.
it's so terrible.
So let's do animal news.
Yes. Now the animal news is about an owl that mistook a duck's egg for his own and ended up being the mother to a duckling. Now the instincts might lead them to hunt others who
Oh
are
my god.
different from them, but they are bound to one another with love. These instincts were suppressed by the power of love and affection. It is no secret that a mother's love cannot be compared. prepared with anything. This owl mom decided to take a nest in the garden of Lori Wolf, who lives in Florida. Lori was a photographer and she was intrigued by this owl who decided to take abode in her garden. Lori was naturally observant, and one day the owl took her by surprise when she noticed a little duckling beside the owl. At first, she thought it was a baby owl. When observed, Lori um, thought that was not an owl but a duckling. And however, Lori was advised by a bird expert to remove the duckling from the owl's nest, as the owls sometimes feed on young ducks.
Oh.
However, the duckling moved out to a pond nearby on its own accord, and Lori thinks that the duckling must have heard its actual mother's call. This incident shows another beautiful side of the animal world, and that is animal news.
All right. So my take out of this is the owl did not kill the duckling. It
No.
it kept as it was his mother.
Right.
And then when the duckling was swimming, like little ducklings do, it heard the real mother call,
Yeah, I believe so.
and then it
Yes. I
swam off to
think.
go see the mother.
Right.
So it
Yeah.
had a foster mom for
Yeah.
a little bit until the real mom was found.
Right. A beautiful Mother's Day story.
Can you
Mother's Day
believe
Sunday.
that? Can you believe that?
That is so cute. Oh,
That
I love
is
it.
absolutely amazing. I'm stunned. I'm stunned
It
because
is
owls
amazing.
are hunters,
Yeah.
and you would think you would think that it would have devoured the duckling, but
Yeah,
it
you would
treated
think.
it like its little owl, its baby owl.
Yeah.
That is
They're
pretty
sitting
amazing.
together. So cute when they
That
sit
is pretty
together.
amazing. Oh my god, could you
It's
imagine the family
amazing.
photo?
Oh, yeah. So many
The
photos.
family
Oh, so
photo would
pretty.
have been a hit
Oh, yeah.
with the owl mom, the duckling, and the duckling mom, or the
Yeah.
duck mom.
That's awesome.
Oh, that would be great. And the other little owl babies. That would be
Oh,
fantastic. That would
yeah.
be a great picture.
That is. Yeah.
That would have been a great one. So that
Yeah.
is animal news. I told you. Animal news never disappoints. It never
Right.
disappoints.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Never.
Never.
Never. So that is one segment you should never miss is our animal segment because you know we do a lot of of you know pumping up um, groups that cater to animals in any way possible, whether
Oh,
it's
yeah.
endangered or just rescue animals, or there's so many different ways people can help animals
Oh, yes. So many
in your
ways.
local communities. And I implore you to go out there and be involved. Be involved.
Yes. Be involved.
So get out there and see what we can do for animals. Every animal that we save today means that our daughters and sons and future children can see these animals, you know, in their natural habitat, for many years to come. Because as each year passes, there's always an animal that seems to be, on the endangered list. So
Yeah.
we need to protect our animals.
Protect our
So
animals. For
so with
sure.
that, let's move on to animal fun facts.
Yes. Animal fun facts. A
Last
baby.
week, oh sorry, Sorry, last
Yes.
week we had what was it? What's the one? That one was it the Jackrabbit?
No, that was the week
That
before.
was the week before. What
It
was
was
last week?
The
Oh,
Elvis.
that's right, the
Um,
Elvis worms. How can I forget? And
yeah, the
Iggy
Elvis
Pop.
worms.
Those are the ones
Right.
that won last week. See, let's see what we
Yeah.
got this week.
Right. Well, this week is a baby octopus is about the size of a flea when it's born.
Oh my God,
A flea.
a flea?
Yeah. Now, when an octopus first lays its eggs, they're smaller than a grain of rice. When the baby octopus emerges from their eggs, they come out fully formed but tiny.
Oh my God.
They weigh only 0.001 ounces, and
Oh,
that's 0.03 grams.
oh my gosh, that's
Something.
incredible.
That is incredible. Now, in 1783, the Montgolfier brothers invented the hot air balloons. Now, in France, the inaugural flight took animal passengers as it was unknown flying at a high altitude would affect people. A sheep, a duck, and a rooster were the first passengers to take a trip in a hot air balloon. And that was in
Huh?
1783. Yeah. The Montgolfier brothers. Yeah. And the flight was complete with success. The animals landed unharmed. Mhm. Now, honeybees. Scientists discovered honeybees could recognize a familiar face, even days after being trained to do so. I never knew honeybees could be trained, but
That's
yes,
scary.
yeah. Now, bees can distinguish between many different flowers, so it was the uh, the way that they might tell people apart. Now, bees see faces in a compilation of 5,000 individual images.
Oh boy.
That is
So,
now, yes.
so
Mhm.
if if you bother the bee, that bee is going to remember you.
Oh yeah, remember you.
Now
You start
picture that way.
swatting, he's coming to you.
Start swatting the bees, right? Yeah, and hey, isn't that guy? Let's get him, boys.
Yeah, yeah, they travel in packs sometimes.
Oh my God, that's funny. You see them chasing him forever.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Now, crocodiles cannot stick their tongues out because it's attached to the roofs of their mouths. Never knew that.
I did not know that. I did
Yeah,
not know that.
it's attached.
Huh? Does that mean alligators are the same?
Who knows? That's something that has to be researched,
Because
Googled
because
rather.
I seem to remember a cartoon, Wally Gator, and he would always have his tongue hanging out.
Oh,
So
that's
that would
different.
make that not
Cartoon.
possible.
Well,
So
yeah, I wouldn't compare it to a cartoon though, but
no, I'm just
um,
saying,
yeah,
got to
uh-huh,
get the facts right.
yeah,
Wally Gator is one of
very,
my favorites.
yeah, the gators. Now, pigs are considered to be the world's fifth smartest animal. Pigs solve puzzles and have some of the best long-term memories. Now that is pigs. They have great long-term memories, like elephants.
Well, they are smart animals, so
They're very smart. Yes, very smart. Don't underestimate the pig. They're not. They just
never
don't roll
underestimate
over in
them.
the mud. Everyone.
That's right.
Yes. Now the Twitter bird actually has a name, and that is Larry. And when Twitter was founded in 2006, its logo was purchased from a stock image website. And his name is Larry.
His name is Larry.
Larry. So when you're tweeting, now you know that the Twitter bird is Larry.
Okay, Larry. Alrighty.
Yeah. Now, Abraham Lincoln fed his cat with a gold fork.
Really?
President Abraham Lincoln was known to be a lover of animals, but his love for cats was on a next level.
Oh boy.
The Lincoln family often ate at the White House dinner table with their
Oh
cat
god. Oh come on.
Abby.
Oh come on. Abe, why? Why, Abe?
Well, he loved the cat, so gotta give it to him. Now, ants. Ants leave trails of pheromones when they walk as maps for the other ants to follow. Now, this means they can travel the fastest route to sources of food or their hive. In total, okay, so that's amazing. I found that to be amazing. They're natural
Ants are
GPS navigators.
they're brilliant. They're like it's there's so many of them and they work in such a team
Yeah.
oriented process. It's amazing that they can like all process the same thing and get everything done in a proper order. Could you imagine people
Oh,
trying to do that? Forget it.
yeah.
Forget it.
They can't do that. Now, in total, there are 205 bones in the horse's body. Now, in the human body is 206 bones. So the horse has less one bone than the human does.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Yes, and they're
Like
very large animals. So.
like how is that even possible? You might think that because of the speed factor they would have I don't know a more intricate bone structure.
Yeah, you would think so.
I, maybe less is more.
Yes, so they say. I'm starting to believe that. Yeah. And that's animal fun facts.
That was pretty awesome. I love the crocodile. The
Yeah.
fact that it can't stick its tongue out. Of
Hmm.
course, I love the fact that the honeybees can basically remember faces. That's
Oh yeah,
interesting.
that is
That's
very
really
interesting.
interesting. But my favorite thing of all was because we had a duck story, having a duck passenger on a hot air balloon as the first passenger, one of the first passengers, I have to go with a duck today. The
Oh,
duck,
okay.
the duck passenger is
Yeah.
the winner
Oh,
because,
okay.
frankly, I mean, I know there was a horse and what was the other one? A pig.
Right. The
Um,
rooster.
oh, the rooster. Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
they were with them, but because the duck had a news story as well, the duck
Hmm.
wins.
Yeah.
So the duck passenger of the
Part
hot
of the
air
tribe.
balloon is the winner
The
for the week.
winner.
So the duck. Let's
Yeah.
see who will join the duck later when we do celebrity birthdays. We also have song check, of course, and we have some movie news. And right now, I'm gonna do some TV updates, which is pretty brief. Got a brief
Yeah.
one. Basically, Warner Brothers Discovery. It
Hmm.
just merged with all this other stuff, AT and
Yeah.
T, and so it owns like DC. It owns
Oh, wow.
TBS, TNT, CNN,
Right.
um,
Mhm.
a few other networks, Turner Sports, True TV as well. So they have made several announcements. Um, they are ending the development of new scripted TV shows at
Oh.
TNT and TBS. So TNT is currently airing Snowpiercer and Animal Kingdom, which is going to be entering its final season.
Ooh.
So um, they did not say whether or not Snowpiercer would be ending. So we're just assuming that that is going to go on like normal. It probably will have maybe another year or two left in it, and then that will be it. They are not doing any more new shows there. Um, TNT still has The Last OG, Chad, American Dad, and Miracle Workers, I believe. It is not said if they are going to be ending those. So, but they will not be developing new shows as well. They have also said that DC TV and movies will undergo changes, which is bad news for DC fans because I'll tell you, the DC TV shows have been spectacular. If you talk about The Flash, Black Lightning, Arrow, Lois and Clark, not Lois and Clark, Superman and Lois. They've had so many, I don't even know which one is which anymore.
Wow.
They've been really good, and I'm afraid that that could change. But at the same token, it might make the movies better.
You never
so,
know.
we'll see what happens. But they are doing some cost cutting, and I don't understand why they merge if they're going to do all this and then they're just going to shred, all the good stuff. And it's
Wow.
too bad because they have some good stuff, and they own HBO. There's a lot on the line for this company now.
That's a lot.
This is a mega company, and this is just not good news. It is not good news. And
Mm.
frankly, I think TNT has had some great series, and it's sad that that's going to come to an end. So,
Yeah.
not what people want to hear. And Faceless, thank you for joining. I'm so glad you're here.
Hello.
It's nice to have you back on. Um, right in the middle of some kind of disappointing to hear news. So it's going to be a wait and see what you get. Hopefully, it won't be all negative. That's all I can say. That's hopefully it won't be all
Yeah,
negative.
hopefully not.
So that is the TV updates. So we've got movies now. The one movie that I did get to see, I watched The Bad Guys, the
Oh,
animated cartoon. Oh my
okay.
God, it was such a good story. It was such a great kids movie. It didn't
Wow.
have all the adult innuendos that you would
Mm.
see in all these, cartoons that try to pass themselves off as an animated one. This was this
Yeah.
was really an animated movie, and people of all ages can enjoy this. It was such a delightful story, with all the big bad wolf, and the spider and a snake, all these, the bad guy animals,
Mm.
and then they had to show that they were going to be good, to not go to jail and blah blah blah. And the story was just so good. It was so
That's awesome.
wonderful, and the writing, of the backgrounds of all these characters was just spectacular. And
Wow.
you should bring your children to see that movie because it is worth every penny of it and they will love it. Love
That's
it.
awesome.
So it's nice to see that. And
Yeah.
for all you Ghostbuster fans out there that saw Afterlife with a young cast joining with the original cast, and they saw that young cast perform so great, they're bringing back another one. They're bringing it back.
Wow.
They have not
Mm.
confirmed who's going to be in it or who is not going to be in it, but it is confirmed by Sony that they are making a Ghostbusters 5, not
Oh.
yet titled. But it is speculated that the new cast of young Ghostbusters will be there, and most likely will include Ernie Hudson playing Winston because he owns the fire station that they are based in. So it is said
Oh.
that he's probably going to be their boss. So he will be there in the movie, like almost certainly will be. And then, of course, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd as Peter and Ray um, will probably be there as well as teachers and mentors
Oh.
to the youngsters.
That's
And
good.
look, I think the young stars were awesome. It was it was so good to see that sequel. You know, after the debacle of them trying to reboot it, mm, that was
Oh.
awful. But this was
Wow.
wonderful. And if you can get the three stars to come back and play minor roles, I don't want them as major roles because we want to pass the torch to these youngsters. And
Yeah.
and I think they got the perfect cast to do it, and they are primed and ready to go. And hopefully we get you know a full cast with all of them. So so that is great news for Ghostbusters fans. So it is going to continue.
Yeah.
Ah, see, not all bad news. That was good news. It was nice to
Good to
see.
hear.
You know, um, we've got still celebrity birthdays to go, and we have song check to go. Um, we are we are going to be ending at 7:30 at least by 7:30. So because we have Sports Unfolded following us tonight for a special draft watch party. So we're trying to bang all this stuff out, and we started late today. You know, I couldn't get my laptop to cooperate, and so we're out there. We're pushing through it, and we're getting the stuff that you needed to hear all through the show. We're still getting it done, and if you like the show, please follow us on YouTube at YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting on YouTube, Facebook.com backslash whew, RI Broadcasting. Let's try to get this together here. I'm doing it without, you know, looking at my notes and stuff. So, also
Look at
on
the notes.
Twitter at Broadcasting RI. And of course, you can join Faceless on Twitch at twitch.tv backslash RI underscore broadcasting. And while you're there, check out Faceless. You know, he does his gaming thing. So if you like video games, you can see that on his, as he's a
Wow.
regular fan. You know,
Let's check it
it is always good to support the supporters. Always good.
Yeah. Right.
So you can also get on the Facebook page and directly talk with Michelle. Directly. So you got to do
So
that. So it is. I don't know if I have it up here, but it is. It is at Michelle, what is it? It's at Pop Ascension. Michelle Pop Ascension?
There you go. You got it.
Michelle Pop
That's it.
Ascension. At
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Pop
Well,
Ascension. Get on there because she posts stuff up. You never know what you're going to see on there. You never know.
yeah, you never
So,
know.
so
Stop by
look
the
for it.
chat.
Become a fan. You can also get to us on Discord. Discord, Rhode Island Broadcasting Discord is right there. Discord.gg/BZMSPVXK. It is a temporary link, so it will change all the time because we want you to watch every show. That's why we use a temporary link.
Okay.
So, plenty of ways to watch us. You can also just listen to us if you don't want to see our lovely
Yeah.
faces, which I find it hard to believe. You know, I mean, at least you gotta pay attention to our lovely co-host Michelle. I mean, I can understand me, but not Michelle. So, but you can get to us on Anchor, um, Spotify, Google, Red Circle, TuneIn,
Yes.
Amazon.
Yes.
You can find
Wow.
us. You can find us on just about everything. Just about everything.
Just about. Can't miss
So,
us.
so yes. So, and of course, as always, if you want to sponsor the show, if your business wants to sponsor the show for a
Yes.
mere less than a cup of coffee at
That's
one
it.
of the competitors, which we're not going to name anymore because we're giving them free
Free
advertising,
advertisement.
and they haven't sent
Yeah.
us a box of donuts yet. So, but for less than a cup of coffee and a donut, you can sponsor the show. And to do that, you can just email us at ribroadcasting.media@gmail.com. We can send you out all the information. You get thousands and thousands of eyes and ears on you for
Thousands.
less than a cup of coffee and donut.
That's it.
It's a great deal. It's a great deal.
Great deal.
So, let's go into celebrity birthdays.
Celebrity birthdays. A Spanish attacking midfielder who appeared in 82 matches for Chelsea between 2011 and 2014, then joined Manchester United in January of 2014 for a club record fee of $37.1 million. And that is soccer player Juan Mata is 34 today.
Nice.
Yeah. And that might be in, I believe in not Brazilian and Spanish currency.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So now the actor who played the role of Hugo in the TV drama Lost and who first gained fame on Becker, TV actor George Garcia is 49 today.
He was spectacular on Lost and
Mhm.
Becker. I saw him
He's a
on
good
both.
actor.
He's such a
Yeah.
good actor. And he had his own
Oh,
show for a little while. Didn't do well,
uh-huh.
but he's a good actor.
Yeah, he is. Indian actress and model who played roles in Yemaya, Chisave, and Bukudo. She won the Best Actress Vatican Award for her work in Nathan in Posvansapam in 2012. Movie actress Samantha Ruth Prabhu is 35 today.
Ooh, we got a bunch of 30s.
Yep, yep. Now, former team actress who appeared in School of Rock Are We There Yet? And its sequel, Are We Done Yet? Now, she also played a small role in young adult as a young adult movie actress, and that's Alicia Allen is 31 today.
Alicia Allen.
Now, influential West Coast rapper who released 15 albums between 1987 and 2012, he is referred to as one of the pioneers of West Coast hip hop and was one of the first rappers to use explicit lyrics. And that's Too Short and 56 today.
Wow. So he is why there's explicit language.
No, he's not why. He's just one of the
He's
many.
the pioneer.
Yeah.
Way to
The
go.
pioneer.
Way
And
to
I
go.
read that. I was like, oh, really? He got
Oh,
that title.
there's nothing more annoying when you get a song and every other word is bleeped out.
Yeah. I hear that in rock music also. I don't
Yes.
like a lot of explicit stuff. Well,
No, no, but it's better than,
person.
getting stuttering lyrics. Where it's
Yeah.
like, bip, bip, bip.
It ruins this. It
It
ruins the
does.
song.
It ruins the flow of a song.
Yeah. Now play Tina Cohen Chang on the musical inspired TV show Glee alongside of Chris Crawford and Wona Screen Actors Guild Award. She won the Screen Actors Guild Award, excuse me, with the cast, and that's TV actress Jenna Ushkowitz is 36 today.
Wow, there's a lot of 30-year-olds. Wow, man, but getting the Screen Actors Guild Award is big because that's your peers,
Oh,
basically.
oh yes,
That's your peers voting for you, and that is
that's right.
important.
That's very important. Very. Now, home expert who became known for hosting Property Brothers and buying and selling in 2017, he became a contestant on ABC's Dancing with the Stars. TV show host Drew Scott and his twin brother, Jonathan Scott, is also 44 today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would there just be one of them? Man? Aren't they twins?
Yeah, yeah,
Drew
yeah,
and Jonathan Scott.
yeah. The Property
You know they.
Brothers.
You know they actually have such a great personality for TV. Like
Okay.
they're really nice to to listen to. Like they have a good rapport with the fans, and
Oh,
I like
yes.
that.
They're loved. They certainly are. Now, Costa Rican actor and dancer, best known for his role as Mike Chang on Fox's Glee and for the role of Magnus Vane in the series Shadowhunters. He also had roles in several dance films. TV actor Harry Shum is 40 today.
Wow, turning the big 4-0.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that like it was yesterday,
Now, yeah, yeah.
15 years ago.
Great memories. Spanish actress who won the Academy Award for Best Support Actress for her role as um, Maria Elena in 2008 film Vicky Cristina Barcelona. She
Oh,
also played other leading roles, and that's Penelope Cruz is 48 today.
I love Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, right there. She is so good.
Mm. Now, star of James Cameron's Dark Angel, a role that won her an Alma Award for Breakthrough Actress of the Year in 2001, she went on to star in Sin City and was named the Sexiest Woman in 2007. In 2019, she began starring LA's Finest. Her
Yes.
other film roles include
Into the
Spy
Blue.
Kids, yes, Spy Kids 4, Fantastic Four,
Yep.
Honey, Good Luck Chuck, and that's movie actress. Jessica Alba is 41 today.
Wow. Okay, so two of my favorite female actresses of all time have the same birthday. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding,
Oh,
right?
wow. Now, bassist, best known as a member of the Italian pop rock band Manskin, her band performed on the X Factor Italy in 2017 and released their debut LP, chosen in December of the year of that year. And the group also won the Euro Song Contest in 2021, and that's Victoria de Angelis, and that's 22 today.
Wow.
Yes, that's impressive to me. A woman bass player, oh my gosh, that's great. Woman musician, that's wonderful. I love that.
Absolutely.
Very very few.
Look, I mean, women in music have made strides. Like when you think back to like the '80s, when people like Madonna burst onto the scene,
Yeah,
and it's
Madonna,
like, and then
the
she
ladies,
kind
yeah,
of took control of her career.
yeah.
And that was so important back in the '80s because now women have more control over everything they do because of that. I mean, look, like, who's going
Because
to
of
tell?
Madonna, she's the one.
What was that?
Madonna's the one that
No,
paved the way.
not,
Is that what you're
no, I
saying?
don't.
Or
I
what?
don't know if she paved the way, but she was the one that really became, in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Like she took her career and she did what she wanted to do all the time,
Oh
and
yeah,
she made it her own.
no limits.
Now I'm not saying like people like Diana Ross didn't do that. Gladys Knight. All the Aretha Franklin. I'm sure they all did.
Yeah,
Okay,
they all had a
but
part, I would say.
but what Madonna did is revolutionize that in a way that she made it known that she was doing it. She made it known that this is her decision on what she's going to do with her career. And was that was a big part of why there are so many strong women in music today. Like when you really start looking around and you see like Beyonce, J Lo, Rihanna. These are women that have control of their career,
Yeah, they all do. They all have control.
and
I understand
that's
Madonna,
important.
she was a rule breaker to me.
Right,
She always came off a rule breaker.
right.
That was about it. But, as far as, being up front, but I don't agree with that. But yeah, every woman, I think that's awesome. Awesome. Okay. So I have one more, and that is contestant on the third season of NBC's popular reality competition, The Voice, team with Adam Levine, pop singer Melanie Martinez is 26 today.
Oh, I remember her. I remember her.
Yeah,
She was
yes,
fantastic.
fantastic.
She's had some albums out. I mean, she's done fairly well. I mean,
Yeah.
it's. I don't know if the contestants on The Voice have ever done as well as like when American Idol, like the first 10 seasons maybe. Um,
Yeah,
Now it's like they're all a dime a dozen. I think it's just
right.
watered down too much because there's too many of them. So
Oh,
so it's not as a big deal as it used to be. So people really don't care anymore.
no.
But back then, it was a big deal, and I remember a lot of those early years of contestants, and there's great voices on current seasons as well. It's
Oh,
just
great
not as
voices.
many
Yeah.
people are watching as there used to be, and that's
Oh,
unfortunate because It's a chance to get new talent out there, and you can actually make a star yourself at home.
Yeah.
So
I had no idea the ratings are gone down. Wow.
yeah, look, when it's been around that long, it does take a toll, and you do get less people. Like getting 10 million people is far less than what they used to get. I remember American Idol used to get, like 60 million people watching. You know, and when you
Mm.
only get like 10 million, that's a big difference. But
Oh,
it's still a lot of people watching the show.
a lot
So
of people.
it is. It is. So it doesn't mean it's less, entertaining. It's just as entertaining. You get to hear some good voices, and then you get to hear some pretty bad ones when the auditions are going. But
Yeah.
but it's all good. It's all good. So that was quite the list. That was
Yeah.
quite the list. And you know, names that stuck out was George Garcia. I don't know if it's George or if it's Jorge. Might be Jorge
Mm.
Garcia.
Oh,
Loved them on Lost. And of course, Drew and Jonathan Scott. You know, they're a joy to watch. But my women, my favorite actresses having the same birthday, Penelope Cruz and Jessica Alba, two of my top five ever. Just so I
okay.
don't shortchange the other three, Holly Berry, Gabrielle Union, and Sandra Bullock. Those are the other three on my top five. Um, Jessica
Mm.
Alba, I love the movie Into the Blue, one of my favorite movies. Love it, love it, love it. Um, and Good Luck Chuck was actually pretty funny. That was funny.
Oh.
Um,
Mm.
and Penelope Cruz, of course, a fantastic actress. Was in Sahara with Matthew McConaughey, which I love that movie as well.
Yeah.
Penelope Cruz, of course, has a whole list of incredible movies that she's been in. Um, so I'm going to have a co-winner of Penelope
Co-winner?
Cruz and Jessica Alba.
Two? That's
Both of them.
cheating. I
It's
gotta have
cheating, but I
one.
can't. I cannot. I cannot not have one of them on there. It's both their birthdays, and I'm going to celebrate both their birthdays with a win. Period.
A happy birthday to all of the
Of
celebrities.
course, of course. So Penelope Cruz, Jessica Alba, and the Duck Passenger on the hot air balloon are the winners for this week. So
Yeah.
with that, we go into the home stretch, and it is song check. I do not have a list of new albums coming out, but we do have our song check. I know I went back to the well on all three of my songs because I wanted to go listen to finish up some of those albums that I had been listening to. So I did that. So Michelle, what is your first song?
Well, my first song is by Russ, and it's Lovers, featuring Khalid. It's a slow tempo, laid back music and lyrics, combined sounds. It's awesome. I love it. And that's Russ, Lovers, featuring Khalid.
Lovers. Russ. Lovers. Good. All right. My first song goes to Wet Leg. Yes, I
Wet leg
love the
again.
song Psycho Killer. Love their version of that song. So I went back and I said, all right, I'm going to give them another listen. So I want to find another song that I could put on my list. And I did live on the porch. Um, very, very different song.
Different.
Um, it is very different, but I love the lyrics to the song. And it just tells a story, of the singer. The singer is telling a story of what she's doing, you know, out there. singing. That's what she's basically singing about. And it was
Ooh.
a very different style song. But again, I see a lot of that Talking Heads in them. And it's
Oh,
like the female version of Talking Heads. It's bizarre. And I'm like having
wow.
kind of like a strange battle in my head. It's like, what am I listening to? But I
Wow.
can't stop listening.
Oh, it's addicting for you.
It is. It is. And it just makes me want to play more. It makes me want to play more of them. So check out Wet Leg live on the porch. Um, it's pretty good. If you like Talking Heads, you gotta kind of check this band out. Song number
Mm.
2, Michelle.
Song number two is the Fanatics, and it's spelled Fanatix. So it's like
I listened to
Fanatics.
it. I know what you're gonna say already.
Now featuring Idris Elba,
Yep.
Little TJ, DeVito, Coffee, Mologo, and it's Vroom. Now it's an up-tempo beat rap song about expensive cars. It's a fun song to listen to and dance to, and I love it. And I picture a room dance coming out. I foresee a room dance that's going to be
Most
created
likely.
like for the summertime. And check it out.
You know,
And
Idris
are
Elba
the
has his hands in
Fanatics.
everything. He's got his hands in everything
Mhm.
now. He is a mega star now.
Oh
Mega
yeah,
star. It's so
megastar.
nice because I'm look. I want him to become an action hero. I really do
Oh, that's a thought.
because
Yeah,
we don't have many. You know, when you really think
yeah,
about it, we don't have many. Like The Rock. You know,
right.
Dwayne Johnson is is what you got right now. You know,
Yeah,
and there's a couple of others that are that can be there. And
right,
but I'd love to see like Channing Tatum, Idris Elba take that next step and become that action hero. You know,
right.
we need more. We need more.
Yeah.
You know, because Bruce not doing movies anymore. You know, and how
No.
long does Sylvester Stallone got to do the Expendables? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The guy's like
Hmm.
pushing 90.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Getting up
So we
there.
need to get some more out there. So
Oh yeah.
please, please. All right, my song number 2. Um, ooh, I am gonna go with Weezer,
Weezer.
"The
Hmm.
Garden of Eden." Oh my God, I love this song so much. That whole EP, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
It is just the classic sound of Weezer in all of
right.
their songs. So, um, the Garden of Eden on Seasons Spring EP. Definitely got to do it. If you like Weezer, you will love the song. Song
Yeah.
number 3, Michelle.
Song number three will be by Clay, and the song is titled "Numb."
Numb.
Now it's a somewhat repetitive lyrics, up-tempo, poetic song. It's likable. I think it has to really stick to me, but I love the words. And that's Clay, and that's Numb.
There we go. Numb. All right. So my third song, as I went back to the well on all three, because I wanted to
Oh,
really listen to um, these three artists, because I wanted to listen to all of the songs on their albums. Um, and that was Michael Bublé.
oh, Michael
And
Bublé again.
because,
Yeah.
yes, because, you know, of first, the first one I featured in my songs was Higher, the title of the album. And it had
Right.
like a little kind of a Latin flavor to it. And then
Hmm.
last time it was Make You Feel My Love, you know, doing the song that Billy Joel wrote, which Garth Brooks made it famous. And he did his take on that song, and it was spectacular. So I said, all right,
Wow.
let's go back to that album and let's find something big band style.
Yeah.
and I did. And that was "Don't Get Around Much Anymore." It has the big horns and stuff. Oh my god, I
Wow.
absolutely love it. I love it.
Gotta
I
check it
love it.
out.
Look,
I'm gonna
Michael
check it out.
Bublé has struck gold with this album. It has lots of different styles on it, and it did not
Whoa.
disappoint me. From what I love horns. I love, you know, big band sounds, and like when you get a lot of that Latin music with the big horns in it.
Oh
Oh my god,
yeah.
I love it, love it, love it, love it.
Uh-huh.
And this song
Like Gloria
definitely didn't
Estefan.
disappoint. This song
Yeah.
came through, and I'm loving
Came
it.
through. Wow.
So those are my three songs. So Russ, Lovers featuring Khalid, Clay, Numb, and I can't remember the third one. Vroom was the song.
The Room, yes. By
Who
the
was it by?
Fanatics.
The Fanatics, yes, and
Fanatics.
featuring Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, yeah.
So you
Mm-hmm.
got those three, and then of course you have Wet Leg, Live on the Porch, Weezer, The Garden of Eden, and Michael Bublé.
Bublé, Michael
Don't Get
Bublé.
Around Much Here Anymore. So those are the three songs
Yeah,
from me, the three songs from Michelle, and we just did
yes.
this show in an hour and 1 minute.
Whoa. World's record.
It is. It is. Remember when we were trying to do an hour every show and then we just gave up on that? Well, we just did it in an hour. There we go. So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Michelle,
Wow.
it is always a pleasure.
Oh, it's
Always a
great
pleasure.
being here.
Um,
Thank you.
Stay tuned out there because we're going to have Sports Unfolded draft watch party where Eric, Kenny, and myself are going to be talking about the draft. And as picks are made, we'll be, talking about the player and what it means for the teams and blah, 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 and trades and who knows what could happen. So stick around for that. We'll be here like 10, 15 minutes. And again, Pop Ascension Season 2, Episode 16, In Depth Conversation. So you got
Yes,
it all right here today. And
got
we
it
did it in
all.
record time. So we will see everybody next week, Thursday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it'll be back again with more animals, celebrities, and all kinds of information. So we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye bye.